All right, let's dive into this
Yeah.
deep dive on building self-esteem.
I love this topic.
We have some pretty cool sources.
Yeah.
We've got like expert advice from psychology today,
Oh, cool.
a book review that kind of breaks down like practical steps you can take.
Practical, I like it.
Yeah.
Actionable. I'm here
Oh,
for it.
research on the link between relationships and self-esteem. That's kind of a fascinating one.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just think of self-esteem as like,
Oh, totally.
kind of like in the vacuum.
Yeah, an individual pursuit.
Yeah.
When really,
I mean, there's a huge social component.
oh, totally.
Yeah.
And then we also have
I'm excited to get into
a research review on
Yeah.
like the long-term benefits
Oh.
of having a strong sense of self-worth. So
Cool.
I'm excited.
Yeah, this is going to be good.
Jump into all this.
Let's do it.
This Psychology Today article by John Kim really got me thinking.
Okay.
He talks about a strong sense of self. What does that even mean? And how does it relate to self-esteem? Because sometimes I feel like those are used interchangeably,
Right.
but are they really the same thing?
Yeah, that's a great place to start.
Yeah.
I think a strong sense of self is like the bedrock
Yeah.
of self-esteem.
Okay.
So it's kind of like this idea that
Okay.
you're not needing constant validation from others.
Uh-huh.
It's more about knowing your values,
I see.
your beliefs, your desires,
Mhm.
and being authentically you,
Yeah.
even when it's tough.
Yeah.
Like even when it goes against the grain.
Yeah, that's tough.
It is.
It is.
But it's like that internal compass
I see
that
that.
fuels genuine self-esteem.
Yeah, because if you're confident
Yeah.
in who you are,
Right.
you're less likely to need that
Got-
outside validation.
Right. You're not swayed by
Yeah.
other people's opinions
Yeah.
as much.
Exactly. So,
You don't.
but how
You're kind of grounded in who you are.
how do we actually build that?
Yeah.
Like, what are the? Because it sounds like a big
It is a journey.
undertaking.
Right.
Yeah.
But he breaks it down into
Yeah.
some really manageable steps.
Okay. I
Um,
like that.
one that stood out to me, I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember this one, but the
Yeah.
concept of non-negotiables.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Okay, so these are basically
Yeah.
boundaries,
Mhm.
like things you absolutely won't compromise on
Okay.
because they protect your self-worth.
So is it like saying no to things, or is it more like
I think it's more about like
Yeah.
knowing what your core values are
Yeah.
and standing firm
right?
in those.
I can see how that builds self-respect.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's less about rigidity, I think. It's more
Uh-huh.
about like self-awareness,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
So for example, let's say you have a friend
Yeah.
who consistently dumps their emotional baggage on you,
Oh.
but they never seem interested
Yeah, I know.
in listening to your problems.
Yeah. A few people.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So a non-negotiable might be setting a limit
Okay.
on how often you're available for those like one-sided conversations.
Right. Because I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Totally.
Like it's tough.
Yeah.
You want to support your friends, but you also have to protect your own energy.
Yeah. It's just
So-
about balance.
Yeah. And I guess by setting those boundaries, you are
Right.
saying, hey, I
That's
respect
like
that.
you're sending a message.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I respect myself
Yeah.
and my needs.
And my needs.
Yeah, totally. He also talks about keeping promises to yourself,
Oh, yeah.
which might sound simple,
Mm-hmm.
but it's incredibly powerful.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like every time you follow through
yeah.
on something you committed to,
Yeah.
you're strengthening that like inner bond of trust
Yeah.
with yourself.
Yeah. I know I feel so much better when I actually stick to like my plans, you know,
Mhm.
like going for that run when it's
Yeah, cold out or something, like,
right. Or eating healthy when you really just want to
yeah, yeah.
order pizza.
It's not really about the run
It's not.
or the pizza.
Yeah.
It's like
it's about showing up.
proving to yourself
You're reliable
you're reliable, you're capable.
and capable.
Yeah.
And each small act
What?
of like that kind of self-integrity
Right.
reinforces
Active integrity. Yeah.
it reinforces your belief in yourself.
Yeah.
And that feeds directly into your self-esteem.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
There's two more points that I wanted to kind of touch on from this article.
Like,
He mentions standing on your truth
yeah.
and finding your voice.
Yeah.
And those
They're very connected.
Yeah. Yeah, those feel very connected.
Standing on your truth, I think, means like living in alignment
Okay.
with your authentic self.
Right.
Even
Yeah.
when it's challenging.
Yeah.
And finding your voice is about
Yeah.
expressing that unique perspective.
Totally.
So it could be like,
Uh.
sharing a dissenting opinion
Yeah.
in a meeting,
Yeah.
writing that novel
Okay.
you've always dreamed of,
Yeah.
or even just choosing
Yeah.
clothes that express your personal style.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
about owning who you are.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And while we're talking about expressing ourselves, another point from the article that I wanted to touch on was discovering your wants and needs,
Okay.
which I think is kind of a journey in itself,
It is, yeah.
you know,
It is
to figure out what you actually want.
Right, like it's so easy to
Need. Yeah.
get so caught up in meeting external expectations
Yeah.
that we lose sight
Exactly.
of what genuinely makes us happy.
Yeah, you're kind of on autopilot,
Right.
going through the motions,
Although
even realizing it.
Yeah, it's like,
Right.
what do I actually want?
Yeah, exactly.
What brings me joy? Yeah, journaling can be helpful here.
Yeah.
Like taking time
Okay.
to reflect
Yeah.
on what brings you joy.
Right.
Or even
right.
just like becoming more attuned to your body signals.
Okay.
Like understanding when you need rest,
Mm-hmm.
when you're hungry,
Right.
when you need a break
Yeah.
from social interaction.
That's all good stuff.
Yeah.
So,
You know,
Okay.
those are all clues to your unique needs.
right. So this is all that foundation
Yeah.
of building that strong sense of
It is, yeah.
self-awareness,
Yeah.
self-acceptance.
Yeah. Which is all part of building that like strong foundation for self-esteem.
Right. Let's get into
Yeah.
like the actual steps
Oh.
of.
Love it.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got this book review
Yes.
that talks about this book,
Oh, so-
Building Self-Esteem,
Okay.
and it says you can achieve results in 30 days.
Okay.
I'm always a little skeptical of
right.
these quick fixes.
Right.
But
Lasting change takes time.
yeah, but I am curious
Yeah.
to see what it suggests.
Yeah. So let's break down some of the steps they
Yeah.
highlight.
Okay.
They recommend starting with self-reflection,
Okay.
like really digging deep to identify
Okay.
those negative beliefs that we often carry about ourselves.
Yeah, because if you don't even realize what they are,
Exactly.
then how can you
How can you challenge them?
challenge them?
Right.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
step one.
Totally. Yeah.
Awareness.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
And then it's about setting achievable goals.
right.
But the key here,
Okay.
and this is where the book gets practical,
Okay.
is breaking those goals down
Okay.
into smaller,
Okay.
manageable steps.
Right, because if you're trying to change everything at once,
Exactly.
it can feel overwhelming.
It's overwhelming.
So if you can just break it down
Right.
into bite-sized pieces.
Yeah, and it's more likely
Yeah,
that you'll succeed.
and that builds confidence.
And it builds confidence.
Yeah.
Totally.
Each small win
Yeah.
reinforces the belief
Right.
that you're capable of making positive changes.
I like that.
Yeah,
Okay, so small steps.
small steps.
And then they also emphasize
Yeah.
the power of using positive affirmations
Okay.
to counter
Yeah.
negative self-talk.
I know you might be rolling your eyes right now.
I used to roll my eyes at positive affirmations,
Right.
but there's power in them.
I've been trying them
Yeah.
lately, and I'm surprised
Yeah.
at how powerful they can be.
It's about consistency.
Yeah.
Like,
Is it about picking ones that...
yeah, it's about choosing ones that resonate with
Okay.
you and
Yeah.
repeating them consistently. Because
Yeah.
over time,
Yeah.
those positive statements can start to rewire
Right.
those automatic negative thought patterns.
It's like you're giving your brain
Totally.
a new set of instructions.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead
But
of,
it's not good enough.
I'm not good enough.
Like,
I'm learning and growing every day.
I'm learning and growing every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Um,
And then, of course, there's the classic advice
yeah.
of practicing gratitude
Right.
and focusing on the positive.
That sounds cliche.
It might sound cliche, but research
think
shows that shifting your focus to the good things
Right.
in your life can have profound impact
Yeah.
on your outlook and self-perception.
Okay, so we've got the foundation of self-awareness from Psychology Today.
Mm-hmm.
We've got these practical steps from this book.
Yeah.
What about this research
Okay.
on the link between
Yeah.
relationships and self-esteem?
Okay.
This is what I'm really...
This is where it gets intrigued by. Really fascinating.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the research suggests that feeling valued and supported in relationships
Yeah.
directly affirms our sense of worth.
Oh.
And then that leads to a more positive self-image.
So it's not just that,
It's not just a one-way street.
yeah,
Right.
people with high self-esteem
Yeah.
have good relationships.
Right.
It's that,
It's that the relationships actually
yeah,
build
build self-esteem.
self-esteem. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
It's a bit of a chicken and egg
Yeah.
situation, to be honest.
Yeah.
This APTA research highlighted
Okay.
a positive feedback loop.
Ooh, I like.
Feedback loops.
So good relationships boost your self-esteem,
Okay.
which in turn makes you a better friend or
Right.
partner,
Yeah.
which further strengthens those relationships.
So it's like this upward
Yeah,
scroll
positive energy.
of positive energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes me wonder, what if someone is struggling with self-esteem?
Yeah, that's a really important point.
Difficult relationships, like
Right.
it sounds like that
Because then it could be
would create
a downward spiral. A downward spiral.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's something the research addressed.
Yeah. Okay.
They emphasize that.
Okay.
You know, if either self-esteem or relationships
Yeah.
are causing this kind of downward spiral,
Right.
seeking professional help can be so valuable.
It's like having a coach
It is, yeah.
in your corner to kind of
They can help you break those negative cycles
Yeah.
and develop healthier patterns.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the long-term impact, though.
Okay.
Does high self-esteem actually translate
Good quiff.
into real-world benefits?
Right. Like, does it actually
Do anything?
Yeah, like, is it just about
It's great to feel good.
feeling good?
Yeah.
Or does it actually
Right.
do anything?
Yeah, let's dive into that.
Okay.
Research review from UC Davis.
Okay.
Let's see what they found. Okay, so this UC Davis review
Okay.
found that high self-esteem
Is linked to all these, like, positive outcomes across different areas of life.
Okay.
From academics and careers
Okay.
to relationships and even physical health.
Oh, wow.
And it's not just about a temporary boost. You know?
Right.
These benefits can actually shape
So it affects your trajectory.
your trajectory over time.
Over time. Wow. So having a strong sense of self-worth can potentially lead to
Potentially.
a more fulfilling career,
Right.
deeper relationships,
Yeah.
and even better physical health.
Even better physical health.
That's amazing.
It is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it really makes you wonder
Yeah.
how much potential we're leaving on the table
Right.
when we don't
When we don't prioritize
building our self-esteem.
building our self-esteem. Yeah.
And they make a really crucial point here.
Okay.
High self-esteem
Yeah.
is not the same as narcissism.
Yeah. That's an important distinction.
It is,
I
yeah.
think we've all met people who seem to have an inflated sense of themselves.
Yeah.
But like
And actually have low
lack empathy.
self-esteem.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not what we're
Yeah, that's not
aiming for.
that's not what we're going for.
Yeah.
So narcissism is about,
Okay.
a need for constant admiration
Right.
and a lack of genuine care for others.
Yeah.
It's more about ego
Right.
than genuine
Then genuine self-worth.
self-worth.
Okay.
High self-esteem is about
Yeah.
self-acceptance
Okay.
and respect for,
So you can accept yourself,
yes,
but also
respect others.
respect others, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. So it's kind of like
It's like you're recognizing.
recognizing your strengths, but also
Yeah.
accepting your imperfections.
Yeah, like owning
And treating yourself
your whole self.
and others with kindness.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that.
Speaking of kindness, I want to talk about self-compassion
Okay, yeah.
because I feel like that's such a key ingredient
It is.
in building
Is it-
genuine self-worth.
Yeah, it's about treating yourself
Okay.
with the same kindness and understanding
Okay.
that you would offer
Like a good friend.
a good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about recognizing that
Well food,
everyone
seed takes.
makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Everyone faces challenges,
Yep.
experiences setbacks.
For sure.
It's about acknowledging those imperfections
Okay.
and offering
Seeking
yourself
support.
instead of harsh self-criticism.
Criticism.
Yeah.
So instead of beating yourself up over a mistake,
Right.
you're approaching it with like a gentler, more understanding attitude,
Yeah.
like you would with a friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like, imagine a friend came to you feeling down
Right.
about a mistake they made.
Yeah.
You wouldn't berate them
Right.
or tell them they're worthless, would you? Right. You'd likely offer
Right.
comfort, perspective, and encouragement.
Yeah, you'd be supportive.
Yeah.
Okay.
So self-compassion is about extending.
So it's recognizing our shared humanity.
Yes.
We all have flaws.
Exactly.
That same kindness to
It's from
yourself.
yourself.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
But how does self-compassion actually help
Okay, so
build self-esteem?
when you practice
Okay.
self-compassion,
Yeah.
you're creating a safe
Okay.
and supportive inner environment.
I
So instead of constantly
Yeah.
judging
Right.
and criticizing yourself,
Yeah.
you're offering understanding and encouragement.
Okay.
So this shift,
So it changes your mindset.
yeah,
Yeah.
it can reduce negative self-talk,
Yeah.
increase your resilience when facing challenges.
I never really connected self-compassion and resilience.
Yeah, it's powerful.
That's a powerful
Right.
insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
being your own
best friend.
best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're there to support and encourage
Yeah.
rather than judge
Yeah.
and criticize.
Okay. So there's actual research
Yeah, that's research.
that backs this up.
Okay.
Studies show that self-compassion
Okay.
is linked to higher self-esteem,
Okay.
less anxiety,
Wow.
depression,
Okay.
greater overall well-being.
That's amazing.
It's not just a feel-good concept.
Right.
It has real,
It has actual benefits.
measurable benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people struggle with
Yeah.
self-compassion in practice.
Right. It's one thing to say, like,
Yeah, it sounds great.
oh, be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
But it's another thing.
It's another thing to actually
do it.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have any tips?
Yeah. I mean, mindfulness
Okay.
is a really powerful practice.
Oh, wow.
So when you notice
Okay.
those critical thoughts,
Just acknowledge them
okay.
without judgment.
Okay.
Observe them as if they were clouds passing by,
Okay.
you know,
So you're not getting
without getting
caught up in the storm.
in the storm of the thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like creating space
Creating some
between the thought and your reaction.
so you're not automatically
way.
swept away by the negativity.
Okay.
Right.
So from that space of awareness.
From that space of awareness,
Yeah.
you can choose to respond with self-compassion.
Okay.
So you can ask yourself, you know,
Okay.
what would I say to a friend
Okay.
who was going through this?
Right.
How can I offer myself the same kindness
Right. That's good advice.
and understanding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shifting from autopilot,
Right. From
criticism
autopilot self-criticism
to a conscious choice
to a conscious choice
of self-support.
of self-support.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
What else can we do to nourish that sense of
Yeah.
self-compassion?
Engaging in activities that nourish your soul.
Okay. So
like what kinds of things?
Yeah. Anything that brings you joy.
okay.
Relaxation,
Mhm.
a sense of connection.
Okay.
You know, maybe it's spending time in nature.
Yeah.
Maybe it's listening to music,
Okay.
practicing yoga,
Okay.
connecting with loved ones.
So you're kind of replenishing those.
It's all about replenishing your inner resources.
They're resources.
Yeah. So you have more to give.
Right. It's like filling your cup.
Yeah. You're filling your cup.
So you have more to give to yourself
Exactly.
and others.
To yourself and others.
And by treating yourself
Yeah.
with kindness and care,
Yeah.
you're sending a message
Yeah. You're sending a message
to your subconscious
to your subconscious
that you are
that you're worthy
of love
and respect,
respect,
which in turn
and that in turn
strengthens your self-esteem.
Yeah. Oh, self-esteem.
It's a continuous cycle
Yeah, so it's a cycle
of nurturing,
of nurturing or
reinforcement.
reinforcement. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
This has been such a good conversation.
It has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great stuff.
We've covered
Yeah.
the foundations of self-esteem,
Yeah.
the power of self-compassion.
Right.
But let's be real.
Yeah.
Life is not always
Life is not always
the smooth journey
a smooth journey
of self-discovery.
of self-discovery.
We all face
Setbacks.
setbacks, disappointments, challenges
Challenges
that can knock us down
Yeah.
and make us
and make us
question our worth.
question our worth.
So how do we navigate?
Yeah, how do we
well,
those tough moments?
Yeah, how do we navigate those tough moments
without letting them
without letting them
completely derail
our self-esteem?
self-esteem?
I mean, this is the real word.
That's the crucial question.
Yeah. And it brings us to the heart of resilience.
No. Okay.
So building self-esteem isn't about becoming immune
Okay.
to setbacks.
You're gonna have setbacks.
You're going to have
You bet.
setbacks. It's about developing the
Yeah.
inner strength to bounce back from them,
Okay.
learn from them,
Okay.
and keep moving forward
Okay.
with your sense of self-worth intact.
So it's not about avoiding.
It's not about
avoiding.
It's about building a ship
It's about building a ship
that can weather them.
that can weather them.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
One of the key ingredients of resilience is
Okay.
reframing those setbacks as opportunities
Okay.
for growth.
Okay, so instead of viewing them as personal failures,
Right. Instead of viewing them as personal failures,
yeah,
you see them
and
as
use them
valuable lessons
as valuable lessons
that can help us
that can help us
learn,
learn,
adapt,
adapt,
then become stronger.
and become even stronger.
Yeah. Okay, so it's about asking,
It's about asking,
what can I learn
what can I learn from this?
from this
rather than,
rather than
why is this happening to me?
why me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is so easy to go to.
Oh, it's so easy
Yeah.
to go to that. Okay,
Mhm.
I love that perspective shift.
Yeah.
It's about finding the
Finding this a silver lining.
silver lining.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, though.
It is easier said than done.
Yeah.
But how do we actually shift from feeling defeated?
Right, because when you're in it,
Yeah.
it's hard to
It's hard to
see it as a learning opportunity.
see it as a learning opportunity.
Yeah.
So it begins with challenging
Okay.
the negative thoughts that often arise
Right.
when we face.
Because your mind automatically.
Yeah, our minds tend to
Jump
conclusions, often blaming ourselves
right.
or catastrophizing the situation.
Mhm.
I messed up this presentation, so I'm a complete failure.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't get that promotion.
Yep.
So I'll never succeed in my career.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then it just spirals.
And those kinds of thoughts can spiral
Yeah.
into this whole narrative of self-doubt
Yeah.
and inadequacy.
Oh, those are so familiar, those thoughts. Like
they're on
it's like they're on repeat.
repeat.
Yeah, it's so easy
to get caught
to get caught
in that loop.
in that negative loop.
Yeah. Okay.
So the first step
So how to
is to
break free?
catch those negative thoughts
Okay.
and question their validity.
Okay. So instead of just accepting them.
Right. Like, are they
Like-
truly accurate reflections of the situation?
Okay.
Or are they distorted by our emotions?
Yeah.
It's like putting those thoughts
Because you're putting them on trial.
on trial and
Yeah.
examining
Examining the evidence.
the evidence. Yeah. Are they based on facts or on fear and self-criticism?
I like that analogy of putting your thoughts on trial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you've challenged
Okay.
those thoughts, you can reframe the setback
Okay.
as a learning opportunity.
Okay.
So you ask yourself,
So instead of I'm a complete failure.
right, instead I'm a complete failure,
Yeah.
it might be I made some mistakes
Yeah.
in this presentation,
Okay.
but I can learn from them and do better next time.
Yeah.
You know,
You're separating your actions
exactly.
from your identity.
It's about separating your actions from your identity.
You made a mistake.
You made a mistake. You're
not a mistake.
a mistake.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
So this shift.
So it's about taking ownership
Of
your growth.
Of your growth.
Yeah.
Instead of being a victim of your circumstances.
Of your circumstances.
Yeah.
I like that.
And remember,
Okay.
setbacks are inevitable.
Inevitable.
Yeah.
Everyone
You're going to have.
experiences them.
Yeah.
It's how we choose to respond that determines their impact
On our self-esteem.
on our self-esteem.
Okay.
Yeah.
This has been such an insightful
Nice.
conversation.
Get deep here.
Yeah, we really are.
Yeah.
We've explored the foundation of self-esteem, power of self-compassion, how to navigate setbacks.
Yeah.
Is there anything else
Yeah, you know,
that is essential?
I want to highlight one more aspect.
Okay.
And it kind of connects back to that Psychology Today article.
Okay.
Remember John Kim?
Yeah.
He mentioned the potential benefits of travel
Oh, right.
for self-discovery
Okay.
and growth.
Yeah.
Obviously, jetting off
Okay.
to exotic locales isn't feasible for everyone.
Right.
But I think the underlying principle...
Is something we can all embrace.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this connection.
Yeah. So
between travel and self-esteem.
It's about stepping outside
Okay.
your comfort zone,
Okay.
embracing new experiences,
Right.
and expanding
your perspective.
your perspective.
Yeah.
You know, so when you travel,
Yeah.
you're exposed to
Yeah.
different cultures,
Yeah.
ways of life,
Yeah.
ways of thinking.
Right.
And this can
challenge your assumptions.
challenge your assumptions, broaden your horizons,
Yeah.
and help you gain a deeper
Right.
understanding of yourself
Right.
and the world.
Yeah.
It's not just about the physical journey.
It's about the internal.
It's about the internal journey of self-discovery.
Yeah. Okay.
So
even if you can't
hop on a plane,
you can still cultivate that same sense of
you can
exploration and growth in your daily life.
In your daily life.
Okay.
Trying a new hobby.
Yeah.
Taking a class.
Okay.
Or even just
just
striking up a conversation with someone.
With someone from a different background.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you consistently
So it's about consistent challenging yourself.
Yeah, to learn, grow,
and step outside.
Step outside your comfort zone.
Your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You're sending a powerful message.
Okay.
You're capable. You're resilient. And worthy
of pursuing
new experiences.
new experiences.
That's so inspiring.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a reminder that
it's a reminder that
building self-esteem
is an ongoing
journey.
You're not
a destination.
Yeah, not a destination. And there are countless ways.
There's so many ways
to embark
on that adventure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up, what is the one key takeaway?
Right.
One key takeaway
our listeners walk away with.
Okay. building self-esteem
Okay.
is not about
None of it is
achieving perfection or
that's right.
seeking
External validation.
external validation.
It's about cultivating
Okay.
a deep
Sure.
and unwavering sense of
Self-worth.
self-worth
Okay.
that comes
from within.
from within.
Okay.
It's about embracing your authentic self,
Mm-hmm.
treating yourself
Treating your
with kindness and compassion,
with kindness and compassion.
and continuously striving
Yeah.
to learn,
Learn.
grow, and become
Version
of yourself.
of yourself.
That's such a powerful message.
It is, isn't it?
Really is.
Like true self-esteem
yeah.
is a journey,
It's a journey,
not a destination.
not a destination.
And it's a journey
And it's a journey available
available to each of us.
to each of us.
Yeah.
So-
Okay, one final question
Great.
for our listeners.
All right, hit me.
If you were to commit to just one of the steps we discussed today,
Okay.
which one would it be
Ooh,
and why?
that's good.
What small action?
That's a great question to end on
Yeah.
because it highlights that,
Yeah.
you know,
Even small steps.
even small steps
Yeah.
can
Yeah. Make a big difference.
take a big difference.
Yeah.
And that the journey
Begins with a single
with a single
intentional choice.
intentional choice.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on this
Absolutely.
deep dive.
It's been a pleasure being
Yeah.
here.
We hope you found it insightful,
Yeah.
inspiring.
I hope so.
Until next time,
Until next time.
keep exploring,
Keep exploring.
keep growing,
Keep growing.
and keep believing in the power of your amazing self.
Beautifully said.
Thank you. Keep believing in yourself. And it makes me think about, you know, those underlying beliefs we talked about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Like those deep-seated beliefs that we might not even be aware of,
Right.
but they can really sabotage our self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
How do those play into
Yeah.
resilience or the lack thereof?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Because they can be
They can be so insidious.
so insidious.
Yeah,
Yes.
because they often operate
Yeah.
beneath the surface.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
influencing our thoughts, our emotions, our behaviors
Totally.
without us even realizing it.
It's like they're the puppet master behind the scenes,
It is. It's like they're the puppet master,
pulling our strings.
pulling our strings. Like,
Yeah. So it's like having this inner critic.
It's like having that inner critic
It's always whispering doubt
whispering doubts
in your ear.
in your ear. Yeah. And those doubts.
And those doubts, I think, often stem from beliefs
Okay.
that we formed early in life.
Right. So childhood through experiences with family, peers,
Okay.
societal messages, you know.
Okay.
Like think about the messages you received growing up.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
were you praised
Yeah.
for your achievements?
Celebrated for who you were, or was the focus more on what you should be doing
Right.
or how you should be?
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it,
Yeah.
I do remember
Yeah.
feeling like
Yeah.
I had to be perfect
Yeah.
to be loved.
To be loved.
One bad grade.
Right.
And I felt like
And you felt like a total failure. And that
now
fear.
that fear has stayed with me.
Right. So it's amazing
Yeah.
how those early experiences can really shape our beliefs
Totally.
about ourselves.
It's like we internalize
We internalize those messages and
Yeah.
carry them with us.
for years
For years, yeah.
and years.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
how do we identify
How do we even begin to
Uh,
identify those hidden beliefs?
hidden beliefs?
Right. They feel so
Yeah.
deeply ingrained.
It takes a willingness to be honest with yourself
Okay.
and to really pay attention to those recurring
Okay.
thought patterns.
Okay. So,
So what are the common themes that come up
what are the recurring themes?
in your negative self-talk?
Mhm.
What are the fears and insecurities
Right,
that
yeah.
keep showing up,
Okay.
even in different situations?
Yeah.
You know, for instance, if someone's constantly
Oh, okay.
worried about not being good enough,
Okay.
you know, that could be a clue
And a sign.
to a deeper belief
Yeah.
about their worthiness,
Okay. What about like,
abandonment,
yeah, like if someone,
always feeling like
they're going to be rejected.
they'll be rejected,
abandoned.
That could signal a belief,
Yeah. Like you're
not being lovable
lovable
or deserving of connection.
or deserving of connection.
Yeah.
So it's like those beliefs create a lens
Those beliefs create a lens
through which we view ourselves and the world.
through which we view ourselves in the world.
Okay,
So by becoming aware of those lenses,
how do we challenge that?
you can start to question
Okay.
their validity,
Okay.
you know?
They were putting those
You're
beliefs
putting those beliefs to court.
on trial.
You're putting them on trial.
Yeah.
are they really true?
Okay.
What evidence
Yeah.
supports this?
Okay.
What evidence contradicts it?
Okay.
And often,
Right.
when we examine those beliefs objectively,
Yeah.
we find that they're not based
Right.
on solid evidence.
They're just old stories.
They're more like old stories.
Yeah, we've been telling ourselves.
We've been telling ourselves
Yeah.
often based on
outdated
information
Generation.
or experiences from our past.
It's like realizing you've been wearing glasses with smudged lenses
I love that analogy.
this whole time, and you just
Yeah, and once you've challenged those beliefs and seen them as less absolute,
Okay.
you can begin to replace them.
Okay, so instead of I'm not good enough,
Instead of I'm not good enough,
it might become worthy.
I'm worthy and capable.
Capable of learning and growing.
Yeah. What about like I'm lovable and deserving
I'm lovable and deserving of connection.
of connection?
Right.
Yeah, so it's like rewriting
It's about rewriting those old scripts
those old scripts
Yeah.
with new narratives.
with narratives that actually support
yeah,
our well-being.
our well-being.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's powerful stuff.
This has been
This has been a fascinating deep dive.
so fascinating into the world
Self-esteem.
of self-esteem
We've
life.
explored
The
everything.
practical steps
Yeah, the practical steps
to the power
to the power,
of self-compassion,
resilience.
resilience,
Yeah,
and the importance of challenging those deep-seated beliefs
yeah,
that can hold us back.
yeah. I feel like you've given our listeners so much
I hope so.
to work with
Yeah.
so many tools and insights.
Yeah.
Um,
Building self-esteem, I think,
yeah, it's
an ongoing journey,
it's a journey,
not a destination.
not a destination.
And it's a journey
And it's accessible
that's accessible
to everyone.
to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about cultivating that
It's
inner
about cultivating that inner
worthiness.
sense of worthiness,
Yeah.
regardless of
Regardless of
external achievements
external achievement
or validation.
or validation.
And it's a journey
It's a journey worth taking.
worth taking.
Yeah.
Because when you have
Because when you have genuine self-esteem,
genuine self-esteem,
you not only improve your own well-being,
your own well-being,
but you empower yourself
but you empower yourself
to make a positive
impact.
impact on the world around you.
It ripples outwards.
It ripples outwards. It's been
It's been a pleasure.
such a pleasure
Yeah, this has been fun.
diving deep into this with you.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
And to our listener
And to our listeners
out there,
thank
thank you for joining us
us
on this exploration.
on this exploration.
Remember,
You are worthy.
you are worthy.
You are capable.
You are capable.
And you have everything you need
And you have everything you need
to create a life
to create a life
that reflects your authentic,
reflects your authentic,
amazing self.
amazing self.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Keep believing in yourself.